Hello YouTube! It's been another eventful week in the Big Brother house, so I'm back to discuss it. I'll do another round of house guest rankings from favorite to least favorite, but of course I first have to discuss the second evicted house guest, none other than Lisa. Lisa, what a run she had these past 2 weeks. She came in that house, she immediately made her presence known, she spread glitter everywhere, and I'm sure the ramifications of the glitter she spread in the 2 weeks will be felt for the rest of the season, and they probably won't be able to get glitter out of the house for all of eternity until that show is dead and gone. Lisa sure left an impact on everybody. The whole house was happy to see her finally leave. So much so that they kept Angela in the house, and Angela has just been fighting with everybody. So Lisa really put a target on herself. This was what I feared for Lisa preseason, and it came true. She was gonna be an early pre-jury boot. She just had too much personality, too much flair. But she'll go down in history as one of the more entertaining boots, for sure. Number 1 on my rankings, it's still Angela. I have to side with entertainment, and the only person on this cast providing entertainment, really, is Angela. She's the star of the show. Say what you want about her, but Angela is making good TV. And I'm here for it. I love what Angela is doing entertainment-wise. We've gotten a fight pretty much every episode thanks to her, and they've been some quote-worthy fights, okay? This week, we had her whole meltdown when Quinn exposed her, pointing out all of the black contestants, and that got all misconstrued. I will just chalk that up to miscommunication. It was wrong, but there were no bad intentions like previous seasons. Angela handled herself in every wrong way possible, but ultimately Angela didn't have any malicious intent, so I'll give her that. The main feud Angela had this week, I would say it was her feud with Lisa. We saw it start up last week. Angela nominated Lisa, but then after Lisa came off the block, they tried to befriend each other. Then they had a major falling out when Lisa said that she doesn't want to associate with Angela inside or outside the house. And then in week 2, we saw that start to show off in the edit as well. They were both on the block together, and Angela would just go around the house mocking Lisa. My favorite was probably when she was imitating Lisa's walk. She told Lisa to wipe the smirk off her face. And just in the Thursday night episode, they had a big blow up when Angela called Lisa a twit, and Lisa was calling Angela a bully.
Don't call me a bully, Lisa.
Don't call me a twit.
Well, you are.
Angela was not bullying Lisa. I see how Lisa's feelings would be hurt, but girl, this is Big Brother you signed up for. It was gonna be some drama. Oh my gosh, that fight was so entertaining. And Angela just doubled down, calling her a twit again and again. And then we saw the goodbye messages, and Angela, oh, she really let Lisa have it. Lisa covered her ears, closed her eyes. Oh my gosh.
Lisa, I can't say I'm sorry to see you go, honey. You could take your prancing little pony walk right out the door with you, and don't forget your glitter.
What a rivalry. What a dynamic they had. But hey, look at Angela. The first 2 boots of the season, they've been her biggest ops. You go, Angela. Next is Kenny. He's been your next op. Or maybe a new one will pop up. Angela is just a wild card. Please, let her last. I need her all season long. Angela, I'm pulling for you. You've got this. Number 2 on my rankings is T-Core. I was very much vibing with her from the start. This week, we really got to see her find her footing in the game more. She was tasked with the difficult situation with Angela and Quinn. T-Core really handled herself well in that situation. I feel bad that she was put in that in the first place. I'm loving seeing how she's moving throughout the game. I've got my eye on T-Core. I think she could win. I don't know. She might be my top contender right now. Maybe. She's definitely up there. But I also do think she is pretty entertaining. Like, Angela is the entertainment, but I think T-Core, she makes for good TV, I would say. Number 3 on my ranking is Chemo. He had another solid week. He didn't have much to do after the splashy first week, winning the competition to save himself moment. But he's gotten himself very situated into the house. I think he's also playing very well. I love his little alliance with T-Core. And he's also probably the only house guest who's really giving Angela time of day. So I do appreciate that too. Next on my ranking is Rubina. She continues to not get much screen time in the episode. I am enjoying what I'm seeing from her in bits and pieces. She's been good on the feeds too. I think she is playing a solid game. And I think once we get through the more obvious targets like Kenny and Angela, I think Rubina will emerge as a star. I see her having her time in the spotlight eventually, and I'm enjoying her for now, so that's why she's so high up. Next on my list is Joseph. He had some more low-key funny moments this week, but I really do have my eye on him. I think he is a sleeper hit to really make a deep run in the game, but I don't have much else to say on Joseph. Next on my list is Tucker. He had a big week in the episodes. They finally highlighted his rivalry with Lisa. He did ultimately get the last laugh when he won the AI Arena. He got to vote her out. He got to hold the door open for her. He did a little dance as she walked out the door. It was a funny rivalry, but he volunteered for the block. And I hate that for anybody. Dumb move. And he was able to succeed despite that, which is very annoying. I want to see him get his comeuppance. I don't want him to have much success in this game. I need him to fail. He's built up the bad energy. We've got to see Tucker's downfall before the season's over, or else the season will feel like it's incomplete, honestly. I'm also thinking he's a bit of a tryhard for the cameras too. I think during the live shows, he tends to act up a bit more, or when he's in the diary rooms. It's getting a little obnoxious. For now, it's funny. I could see him wearing thin if he's on the season, the whole season. We'll see. Watch this space. But he's on the upper end of my rankings right now. So I'm enjoying him for now. I don't think it's going to last, quite frankly. Next on my ranking is Leah, who she's still not really doing anything for me. She had a very funny moment where she was walking in the room laughing, then she switched to a cry. That will be a reaction meme to go down in the books, quite frankly. It's so funny. That's probably why she's still up so high, because I got some good laughs out of seeing that used on Twitter, okay? But Leah, she's just not really doing anything right now. We're not seeing much of her game-wise. We're not seeing much of her personality. She's doing nothing for me. I think once we get through the current phase of the game, maybe she could have a resurgence, but I need to see what happens with Leah. I still have some more hope for her because I had such a strong impression of her at first. That's just a glimmer of hope that I still have to see that Leah will eventually emerge. For now, Leah, she's not impressing me. Next on my ranking is Cedric, who we found out is the new HOH, and he's keeping status quo. Very lame, very pathetic. At least he's playing the game. I don't have too many negatives about him. I think he's also higher up because the moment where Angela pulled him in to hug him and was just holding onto his shirt was so funny. So I give him a little credit for that. It got me a good laugh. Congratulations, Cedric. You're on the higher end of a pretty mediocre cast section right now. Next is Mackenzie, who she let Tucker fool her into telling him about the power, okay? But it's also kind of good for her to tell people about the power because then they won't target her, they won't put her on the block because they don't want that fear, they don't want to leave the nomination in somebody else's hands. So I guess it's working out for her. I don't know how good she's gonna be at the game. She's still got a very bland personality, but sure, there's potential there, I guess. I don't know. I think her and Leah are gonna end up being the next targets after they work through Kenny and Angela. I don't know. Good luck after week 4, Mackenzie. She needs to get to work and start gaming, but I don't know if she has it in her. Next on my list is Cam, and Cam also volunteered for the block. He didn't get put up, so lucky him, but very bad impression to give me, and that's why he is not higher up. He volunteered to go on the block. Dumb. Like, that's it. That's the only real impression I have of him. I guess him and Leah have kind of started a thing. I don't care about the showmance stuff. Cam, he does nothing for me. Next. Well, next is Brooklyn, who, same stuff as always. I don't see it for her. She's friends with the most prolific racist in Big Brother history, and I'm still holding that against her. I can give her one thing. Her goodbye message to Lisa was funny, where she said she was targeting Lisa as soon as she said that she couldn't use butter. But besides that, Brooklyn, the married mother, you go, girl. Next is Chelsea. She was this week's HOH, and I gave her credit last week despite not liking her at all. I gave her credit because she was playing a good game. I think there was a lot of wasted potential for her HOH this week, so here she's back down on the rankings because I don't like her. You don't have the game potential I thought you did, and seeing her get so much screen time this week was very obnoxious. She is not a fun personality to watch on screen. And that's all I'll say about her. Next on my ranking is Quinn, who I've just really grown to like less and less. He was against Angela this week. They had that big fight, and I was siding Quinn a bit because he was laughing about how he set up Angela. Side eye. I'm chalking that situation up to miscommunication, but it gave me a little side eye, and I don't like Quinn. His personality, it's not a personality I enjoy. He's like the nerdy bro who wants to be with the jocks, but he's a nerd. So that's like the personality I get from him. It reminds me of a lot of the past Big Brother contestants that I just don't enjoy at all. Like, okay. I don't like Quinn. I don't think I'll ever like Quinn. Next. Well, last on my list is Kenny. Kenny the quitter. He won veto and then he was still ready to quit after. I better not see him trying that veto this week. I better not see him trying the AI arena this week. Get out of my house. Get out of this show. Get off TV. And he's saying he only wants to stay this week if it's the guys who come together and take control. Oh, way to admit that you only want to be in this house if things are going your way, and your way is if it's going terribly for all the women. How expected of a cop on Big Brother. This archetype is tired. I never need to see it again. Let's ban the annoying bro cops from Big Brother. I'm sick of it. This is one of the worst archetypes in television history. Kenny, be gone. If you just want to quit so bad, quit. He doesn't want to quit. He wants things to go his way. It's like some sort of manipulation tactic. And when things don't go his way, he's just a crybaby loser who needs to sulk about it. He's so entitled. You expect everything to go your way when you're not putting the work in. Make the people like you. Make the people respect you. Just roll over and die or something. It's so pathetic, Kenny. Okay, so I'll discuss a little bit of the Big Brother happenings. The competitions, they were mostly pretty fair, but I will say that AI Arena, you took one look at it, you knew that Tucker was gonna win it. that puzzle was so easy. It was just a competition of who could carry those heavy pieces over first. He was finished the whole puzzle before the other girls even got one piece locked in. It was not a fair competition. Not every competition needs to be fair for everybody, but I think the AI arena competitions, they should be fair game for anybody. This was the first competition that really made me side-eye this season. It's one competition. Let's see if they continue down the equitable path for a majority of the competitions. I'll count that as a win. But for now, I'm like, oh, okay, this is a classic Big Brother competition where these other people don't stand a chance. Okay, noted. I got my eye on them. This is their first real big mess up, I would say. But it was whatever. I also think it's pretty funny how they expect the house guests to run around in 1 minute after the AI arena to strategize when if you take somebody off in a room for that 1 minute, all the other house guests will be in the other room. If the other nominee just stays in there, they could tell everybody, like, yeah, let's just vote that person out. It's a setup. I think they should have them walk down, let everybody cheer, and then just immediately go into the speeches. I also think this AI arena overall, while it's working out for the TV show, I would say it is making the gameplay very stagnant and we just have the same targets on loop. Like, peeking into week 3 on the live feeds, we see that it's the same 3 people nominated already. We're living on a loop, and I don't think that loop's gonna stop until the AI arena is done and over with. It's probably one of their better twists, but I don't need to ever see it again. It's only worked out because they have Angela in the house who would make gold out of anything. I need the AI arena to be done so we can actually see some things happening in the game. We can see some alliances forming. We can see some new targets emerge. I'm getting sick of the status quo. I'm also getting sick of not seeing the HOH competition play out on Thursday night. Just bring it back. Just come on. The episodes have been playing out fine, but just go back to how it was. I'm sick of this. That about does it for my thoughts on Big Brother Week 2. I don't know if I'm gonna do this every week. It depends on how much I have to say, because if we just stick to the status quo this week, I'll wait a week. But I will definitely be back to cover Big Brother again. If Angela leaves this week, it might be my last time covering it, quite frankly, because she's the only thing going for this season right now. And it's a good season, so Angela's really doing a lot, but I gotta see how things go. I gotta see how they shape up. So stay tuned. Until next time, bye.